I am live. Right, I wonder if there's anybody out there. There's that 7 in the screen. So small, this screen. Hi guys, if you're out there, I'm coming to you live from Pattaya this afternoon. It's just coming up to 25 to 2. We've got some people in. Who we got in? David, audio and video all good. Hi David, how you doing? Patimo, how are you doing? Good to see you in the stream. Mike Benj, guess I'm not going to sleep now. Won't be for too long, Mike. I'm on my phone and it's really tiny, but I thought, you know what? I'm actually cheating a little bit because I've come to this restaurant on the seafront. And the beach is just there. Let me turn the camera around. There you go. And what it is, I always struggle to find good internet. And I actually upped my internet package in Bangkok. I'm paying an extra 400 baht a month. And my phone has gone really fast, get about 70. But down here in Pattaya, I can't get any, it's low speed even with a new package. So I'm kind of cheating a bit. I'm in a restaurant on the beachfront. And they've got great internet. It's like 100 megabytes or kilobytes or whatever it is. But anyway, good to see you in the stream. How many have we got? I've got 30 in already. Just started. Let's say hi to some more people. Silky, hello, Peter. You are away to Pattaya. Yeah, going back tomorrow. I've done another hotel review. I'm not going to tell you where I am right now in case there's any nutters about. But yes, I found another hotel. I've moved further down the beach road. And I had a few guys write to me and say, look, Peter, those reviews you did, they weren't really budget hotels because I was paying like 1,900 and 2,000 at Blackwoods, and I still consider them budget hotels, but they were kind of saying, no, when I go to Pattaya, I'd like to pay around 1,000 or less. And so I've moved further down the beach road now, and I'm staying right down at the end nearly, and it's a much quieter soy. The beach is quiet. There's no sort of girly bars around here or anything, but if that's your thing, it's still easy. There's a BART bus right there, 10 baht to go down there. Right, let's say hi to a few more people. A bit cloudy, yeah. Do you know what? It's still warm though. It's really warm. Yesterday was good. They predicted rain in Bangkok yesterday. It was raining a lot. How does it compare to Jomtien? It's quite nice actually. I mean, when it's amazing the difference between I was staying in Soi 7 and Soi 8 before. I've now come right down to the other end, not the walking street and the other end, not quite the end, but it's so different to just 8 streets away. I think once you get to central Pattaya Klang, you know, the main road that runs up from the beach road to go out of town, the difference between this end and that end is huge. But it is, yeah, it's similar to Jomtien, but I like Jomtien, but the problem is I haven't been able to find a good budget hotel where I like to go in Jomtien. There's a lot more competition here in, you know, along the beach road and in central Pattaya. So the hotels have to renovate, they have to decorate, they have to upgrade things, replace beds and everything. Over there in Jomtien, there's not so much competition with the hotels. So they tend to, I mean, I won't name any hotels, but I went to look at a few over there last time I was here. And one of them, it just looked desperate. I mean, you walk in, it was cheap. I think it was like 500 baht a night, but you walk in and it just, firstly, it smelled of smoke. It was that old fashioned dark Thai wood, you know, and an old TV, you know, the old boxy TV. And I looked around, and I thought, you know what, this looks desperate. The other thing with the hotel reviews, other people said to me, oh, you know, you can go into Soi Buakhao and above a bar somewhere there, or Soi Linky, and you can get a room for 500 baht. Well, I don't want to stay in those sort of places. You know, I don't, when I want to go to sleep, I want to sleep. I don't want screaming bar girls and loud music, you know. It's probably an age thing. I'm not whining. I'm just saying that's me personally. So the reviews I'm doing, I'll try and do a little bit more budget around the 1,000 baht mark. But the one I stayed in last night and I'm staying tonight, it's not bad for the money. It's not bad. David, how you doing? Yeah, welcome to paradise. Nearly went over to Jomtien, David. Robert Hayward Jr. Great name, that. Hey, Peter, new to the channel. Love the content, bro. Would love to link up when I get there in November. Robert, yeah, if I'm not busy, we can meet up. I mean, I do meet a lot of viewers. I put out a few shorts. I was with Jim. We went to the Al Hussein Indian restaurant. I met another guy, Steve. We had lunch at the Fitzgerald in Soi 4. And it's just a case of, you know, if I'm around, I will, and if I can, I will, and if I can't, then I'm just busy, you know, working on YouTube. Macmillan Nurse, how you doing out there in the Middle East? Hi, Peter, from a very hot Saudi Arabia. You don't have the humidity in the Middle East, so do you? I worked in the UAE. I've never been to Saudi, but I worked in Bahrain, Dubai, and the worst place I ever went to was Damascus in Syria. Absolutely hated it. It's up to you. My hotel is 900, a massive room, lots of furniture, good aircon, shower, all good. Yeah, you can find them. You can find them. And it's probably strange, you know, there's a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers down here, but they don't seem to do too many hotel reviews. There's one in particular I can think of, he does. And it's strange, but I don't stay in hotels in Bangkok. I've got an apartment, so I don't really get the chance to do reviews in Bangkok, not hotel reviews anyway. I think I did 3 with Marley, if you remember. It was called three budget hotels near Nana Plaza. I think we did the Majestic. What was the other 2 we did? There's Nana City Inn and Nana Thai Suites, right at the end of Soi 4 by the park. Paul, so you're the reason I wake up early. Thank you, Paul. Chris, how you doing, Chris? Got a mod in, that's good. Right, just forgive my pauses. It's quite difficult with a small phone. I can hardly read the text. No humidity in the west of Saudi Arabia. Riyadh, hot but not humid. Okay. Let's see if I can get a comment up that I can read. I can't even read that. I'll take it off again. Yeah, so right, I'll tell you what I noticed down here. Because it's a 3-day religious holiday, supposedly no alcohol. Let's just say I had a really good mug of coffee, a couple of mugs of coffee last night. The mugs were about that big, and it was cold coffee, you know what I mean? And they were doing that everywhere. And but it was absolutely jam-packed down here yesterday. When I got down here, about 5 o'clock in the evening, you know the Thais like to go out when the sun's gone in. About 5 o'clock, I've never seen so many people on the beach down here. But a lot of them have gone back because they're going to go back to work tomorrow, aren't they? Prince Fergus, good morning, Peter. Early morning in the USA. Good to have you in. I wasn't sure if I'd get many people in today on doing this because I've just had a club sandwich and a Coke Zero. Shouldn't really be drinking these, but I just thought I'd do a quick live because I keep saying, oh, I'll do a live next time I go down. Jesse, how you doing? Hey, wow, a late night stream. In Pattaya, Jesse, it's 20 minutes before 2, so just had a bit of lunch and thought we'd have a bit of live. 23:40 at night here in LA. Okay, are you off to bed now? I was talking to my good friend Bob Gear yesterday because he's gone back to London. He was nearly crying on his way to the airport. It's horrible, isn't it, when you go to the airport? I remember when I was coming on trips and you're you're packing, you've got to go back, and you're going to go back to dreary old your country, and you get, when you get near to Suvarnabhumi and you get those speed bumps, don't you? Boom, 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 boom. And getting on that aeroplane when it takes off, it is kind of depressing. It used to depress me, and but it's the opposite way when you come around, isn't it? So Bob's gone back now. He's coming back in 10 days, and Herbert, thank you very much. Wasn't expecting any super chat. I did see that you left me a message online. I haven't read it yet because I was setting this up. No way. What you say? No way. Hey Peter, glad to see you live. Yeah. Let me walk out with the camera and I'll just show you. I don't know if I can cross the road, but I can't see what you're going to see now, right? So I'll turn this round. Let me just. Oh, the screen that I'm looking at, honestly, it must be 1 inch wide and half an inch high. Right, here we are. Oh, I don't want to go too far from the internet, do I? Else I'll lose you. So it's kind of a nice day. It's a nice day, but it is overcast. There's no hot sun. I'm going back inside. Steve-O, brother Paul, I'm in, where's that? Salsong. Right, let's get back seated here. And I've got a bit of company here. Finished your food? Want to go on camera and say hello? No. She's shy. Right, Steve, Celebrate is 20 minutes away. Oh, you could. Not sure what you mean by that, Steve. Maybe you can Maybe you can give me a bit more details. Lance Link, I prefer overcast, less sunburn. Well, you know, I sit on the beach underneath these umbrellas, so I don't get burnt anyway. It's kind of nice just chilling out on the beach. I'm a bit lazy these days. Paul, some great people over there, yeah. Edwin CV, hey from Kansas City, Missouri. How you doing, Edwin? So 81 in now. Good to see you in, guys. I'm a bit slow with this because I'm on a tiny little screen. I can hardly read it. Right. Yeah, so it was really packed last night. The beach. I've never seen so many people, and yeah, I think a lot of them are left now. They've got to work tomorrow, which I'm glad about because I'm driving back tomorrow. I was intending to come down on the scooter because I love riding a scooter, and I was speaking to a friend who's done it when he was a bit younger. I'm 64 now, but still active, and I just didn't want to take a chance with all the rain, you know. So what I've decided to do, I've bought some long sleeve shirts, cotton shirts, so that when I'm on the scooter, when it's really hot, what I can do is button the top here, turn the collar up so my neck doesn't get burnt, and I've got long sleeves and I've got shorts that actually cover my knees. But I'm going to give it a go, and I'm going to document it. I'm going to film it. I don't think I won't be able to film it when I'm actually riding, but I'll show you the setup. I've just put on a 45-litre Gibby top box. They're a top brand. It was quite reasonable priced in the UK. A top box on a motorbike, a Gibby top box. I don't know what they are, but it'd set you back at least, I'm guessing, £100, and the rack as well. But it cost me. I took the scooter in for a service first of all. So the service, the rack for the top box, and the top box itself, all fitted. 3,150 baht. I think that's very good. Right, Jesse, get some alligator from the cart in front of Central Mall. I keep meaning to do that, actually. I haven't done it yet. One or two of the comments are not showing. I'm putting them on screen to try and, because they're kind of grayed out, but I can't read them on screen. That's the problem. So just carry on. Eskimo, ring some bells. No way. Paul Scratch, you and Phil not meeting up. We are. We're supposed to meet up last week. Phil from Le Pub. So what happened? I've been filming and doing some other stuff, and it's the editing that takes time, not the filming. People think, you know, you make a video and that's it, away you go. You can do that with a live, obviously, but when you're editing, that's what takes time. So Phil called me last week, and I said, look, Phil, can we do it Friday? Because I'm really busy. And then I thought, oh God, Friday, I've got to prepare the stories for next week. So we've decided I think he's coming up to Bangkok on Wednesday, and he's going to do a live. So what he's going to do, he's going to do a live for his channel, and then he's going to make it into a video. And then once the video's done, he's going to send it to me, and I'm going to put it up on my Facebook page, Thailand Bound on Facebook. Because if I upload it and it's the same video, YouTube don't like duplicate videos. Andrew, I consider a budget hotel to be around 500 baht. Okay. Stuart P, get a Lambretta. No, the thing is, Andrew, it depends what you're used to. You know, you're a backpacker. You don't mind roughing it a little bit. But when you get older in life, you want a bit of comfort. And yeah, I like to save money, and I like to look for a budget hotel. But I'll only go. There's only so low I'll go. I mean, you stay in hostels with other people in the room and stuff. I couldn't do that. Not at my age. When I was younger, I did it. I worked on cruise ships and stuff with shared cabins. But when you get older, you want a bit of comfort. It doesn't have to be luxury, but you want your own space, your own bathroom. And I think 1,000 baht, 1,200 baht is very, very reasonable for a room. Late for his dinner. Steve, thank you, Paul. Been following Peter for years. I live in Saudi, like going to be better in November. Okay, November is a good time to come. Lumpini Live, great to have poolside. What's that motif flowing again? Okay. The Gormless Twit, 500 baht is low budget. Yeah, absolutely. P, how Andrew 500 barely get a hostel? Okay, you can answer that, Andrew. Somebody just said you can barely get a hostel for 500. Skid Mark, that was P. Skid Mark, hi Pete from rainy Scotland, just home from night shift. Looking forward to coming back in September. Yeah. Herbert, sorry, just tuned jumped in. Okay. Is it Radohan? Hey Peter, how's the weather there in Pattaya? Hot as always, very humid, but the sun's not out. 500 is no budget as someone who has a hotel in Phuket. That's P. Jess, maybe a room on Hollywood Boulevard with the homeless. Okay, Andrew, you're getting some stick now. Yeah, back. Andrew says, Jesse Hughes, yes, plenty of hotels in Pattaya for that price. Hi, Peter, checking in from an undisclosed location in downtown, same one every week. Yeah, the thing is, Andrew, you can get those cheap hotels. You can go to Soy Bacau and you can get like a rabbit hutch, which, you know, you can't sleep all night because it's on top of a load of bars and screaming bar girls. But that's not for everyone, is it? Gary Russell, hi, I'm back in February. February, that's quite a long way off, isn't it? What are we now? July, August, September, October, November, December, January. Yeah, about 6 months. Dino J, good day, Peter. Greetings from Sydney. Great to see you in Pattaya. Yeah, thank you, Dino. Oh, we got 19. Oh, that was pretty good. I'm just doing this, guys, from my telephone, so it's really hard for me to read the message, and I can't. It's difficult to put them up on screen. If I do like that, I can't read it now. It's on screen. I have to take it off screen to read it. Stevo 64 in the chat. Hit the like button, please. Okay, thank you, Steve. I'll put that up. Actually, there's a real. I don't know if you can see anything blowing behind me, but because I can't see on the screen, it's so small. But it's quite a nice breeze, you know. It's not. There's a nice breeze coming in off the ocean. Let's take that off now. Jesse, I stayed at Blackwoods in the Ocean Deluxe room. I rather enjoy my bathtub on the balcony. Yeah, I've seen them. They're good. You know what? I do like the Blackwoods, but it can be pricey. I mean, the last time I checked, not this time, but the last time I came down, they wanted 2,400. And I know it's not expensive, but when you live here, you have got to watch your pennies. Eric Chan, how much does it rain during June and July months? Well, it is the rainy season, June and July, but it hasn't been too bad this year. Apparently in Bangkok yesterday, it was pouring down most of the day. I haven't seen anything down here. Andrew again, I only need a bed in the hotel. Don't need a pool or a gym or any other extras I will never use. I haven't got any of that in the hotel where I am, Andrew. They don't even serve breakfast, but it's a nice room. Perbert, what did you have? What did you have for lunch? How much good value? I just had a club sandwich here because I've been eating Thai food for the last 2 days. Because I like Thai food, you know, and it's cheap. It tends to be cheaper when you eat Farang food down here. It's a bit more pricey. But I just had a club sandwich. I just fancied. I left the French fries because I'm still dieting, and I only ate 3 sections of the you know, you get a sandwich cut into 4. I only ate 3. I watch a few of these online doctors, and they're always about dieting, and I'm not actually on a diet. I've done a lifestyle change on how I eat, and what they all say is don't eat just for the sake of it, or you've got something left. You don't want to leave something on your plate. When you're full, stop. And that's what happened. I ate three parts of my club sandwich, and I thought I've had enough now. I'll get another Diet Coke, I think, with ice. Oh, didn't hear me. Super Steven, hi Peter. I stay 700 baht more hotel in Pattaya. I think, you know, anywhere between 1,000 baht, 1,500 baht, you're going to get something half decent, but you can't expect, you know, you get what you pay for. I suppose, like when I used to come here on holiday, it's different, isn't it? Because you save up, you get that money in the bank, you come out here with maybe £3,000, and you're only coming out for 10 days, 2 weeks, then you can spend a bit, can't you? But when you live here and you're on a limited budget, you have got to be careful. I mean, I'm not, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not like starving out here, but, you know, I can't just blow money like that. Toby Price, nice and cool here in Chonburi today. Yeah, it's nice, very nice. Ethno Dreams, how can you bring a bird back for short time in a hostel? That's a good point, actually. Come on, Andrew, you've got to answer all these. P, I've never been to Pattaya. Is it much cheaper than Phuket? Yeah, definitely. You know, I don't want to start this argument again. I think Phuket is one of the most expensive places in the whole of Thailand. There's the exception. You can find the odd small bar that you can get a decent drink, which isn't too expensive, or a happy hour or something. But generally speaking, across the board, Pattaya is still very, very good value. The reason I don't go to Phuket is 3 reasons at the moment. 1, it was underwater. I don't know if it still is. 2, it is expensive. And 3, just the logistics of getting down there. I either drive 12 hours each way or I fly down there. So I just don't bother going down. Dino J, except for Walking Street. Do you know, one of the stories I've prepared for next Saturday, the guy was saying, I don't know if it's just one I just released or next week. The guy said he doesn't like noise, but he checked into a hotel in the middle of Walking Street, opposite Lucifer's Disco, which in those days didn't close till 6 o'clock in the morning, pre-COVID. That's not somewhere I'd like to stay. Cheers, anyway. Diet Diet Coke. Oh. My house did flood. There is some bad flooding at the moment because sometimes what I do, I'll leave the Thai news on in the background because even if you can't understand it all, it is interesting because they show a bit more than we show in the West. You know, in some people's homes, they've just got a meter of water in them. You can't help but feel sorry for them. You know, these are Thais. Redran, sorry to hear that, P. I don't know what that's about. Martin Ryder, morning, Mongers. How you doing, Martin? When are you coming back? Martin's another viewer I met when he was out here. We had lunch in the monsoon. I think I've mentioned that a few times. Jess, good job here. Diet or Coke Zero, that's a step in the right direction. Honestly speaking, Jess, I don't ever drink soda anymore. The only reason I'm drinking it now is because I don't eat bread or pasta or rice. But when I come to Pattaya for a couple of days, I think, you know what? How can you enjoy yourself if you don't let yourself go a little bit? I don't eat ice cream and stuff, but I have a diet soda. But what I do in Bangkok is I buy this Robinson squash, orange squash, no sugar in it and no artificial colouring or chemicals. And I've got an empty one, so I mix up a batch of orange squash, and then I put it in the fridge. And when I'm really thirsty, I just gulp from that. I don't, because when I first got here, I was buying like Diet 7-Up and Diet Coke, and I was drinking, because it's so hot, I was drinking 3 or 4 of them a day. I know a younger guy, I met him a couple of weeks ago. He was interested in having me do some filming for somebody in Bangkok. I declined it for other reasons. But anyway, this guy, he drinks like 5 or 6 Cokes a day, regular Cokes. His teeth are going. And I said to him, well, you know it's really bad for you, all that sugar every day. And he's doing it 7 days a week. And he said, I can't, because when I stop, I get the shakes and I get headaches and stuff like that. Really bad. Gino J, Beach Road in Pattaya turns into a river on a big rain downfall. See, this is another thing I had to take into concern, because I've got to drive on the beach road. The soy I'm on, I came in from the second road down towards the beach road, okay? But when I go back, I've got to come out of this soy and then go up the next soy, because, you know, it's all one way, isn't it now? Every other soy you can go up and every other soy you can go down. And that's something I had to consider. You know, if it rains really bad, will I get the car? Will I be able to drive? Because, like you say, it gets very deep. Jesse, no soda is even better, but yes, you're on. Joyce, okay, thank you very much, Jesse. Thanks for coming to the stream. Stuart P, is Pattaya the best place in Thailand as a first visit? It depends how long you're coming out here for. I'd say definitely come and have a look, but it's not the real Thailand here. It's kind of like, let me just say thank you to Checkbound for that. Thank you very much. Long time to no see. You're looking well, Peter. Have a cool drink on me. Hello from Prague. I've the bell click as to all your videos, but YouTube doesn't throw them in my feed. Reminds me to look in regularly. Thanks very much for that, Checkbound. I appreciate that. So yeah, is it the best place to visit? So it's a little bit like if you look at Las Vegas in America, that doesn't really represent the whole of America, really. It's just there's nothing else. Okay, you've got where's the other place they gamble in? You've got the Indian reservations, but I'm moving away from the point now. So if you imagine Las Vegas in America, it's totally different to most of America. It's the same for Pattaya. This isn't the real Thailand. You know, it's full of tourists. A lot of guys come here for female company. There's last count of something like 25,000 girls working in the bars and clubs down here. You know, they've got very tall. They've got huge hotels, skyscrapers. It's not a representative of the whole of Thailand, but it's worth visiting because it is a lot of fun. And if you've never been here before, I would definitely recommend at least coming down for a few nights. But there's lots of nice places to visit. Lots of nice. Most people start off in Bangkok. That's a good base. You know, if you're flying in. But mind you, now at Suvarnabhumi, a lot of people come straight down. In my day, we used to land in Dong Muang, and then you'd have to come into central Bangkok when you come from the airport Dong Muang on the old expressway there. And it was worth having a night or two in Bangkok and then coming down to Pattaya. But now Suvarnabhumi is about halfway down to Pattaya already, and there's a bus goes. I think it's every half an hour. Perbert, is it busy now? I like to see some people, but want no hassle getting a seat. There's a lot of Thai. Yesterday and the day before, there were a lot of Thais down here because of the religious festival. But Pattaya is never dead, but I can notice it from when it's high season. It is quieter. A lot of the bars it's funny how some bars are, people are attracted to certain bars that are always busy, and then there's a lot of bars that are not busy. Like in Treetown, for instance, there's a bar called Candy Bar, and that's always busy. It's a very popular bar with a live band, whereas a lot of the other bars, there's nobody in them. You know, it's strange. Pete, if you want to save money on hotels, you can try looking for the room from third-party sites. It's not nice for the hotel because they are being undercut, but the places are wholesale prices. Okay, I'll tell you something about that. I had a strange, something happened that was strange. I've never had this with a Golda before. So normally if you go into a hotel and say, have you got a room? They say, yeah. You say, how much? They'll give you a price, and then you go outside the hotel and get it on a Golda. It's always cheaper on a Golda, always, right? And even I've gone back into reception and said, look, can I get this price? And they said, well, you can, but you've got to book it through a Golda. And I'm like, well, I'm standing here now. Why can't you? And she's like, no, we can't. I know the reason for that. I won't get into it again. But yesterday, I mean, I paid 1,120 baht, I think it was, for this hotel room where I am now. And when I got here, there's a big sign. It says monthly rate 14,000, nightly rate 1,000. So I actually paid 120 baht more on a Golda, which has never happened to me before. I always pay less. He says a Golda is known for that. Somebody gave me a little tip a long time ago. If you're looking for hotels, they said do it in an incognito mode, because if you do it in regular windows, the cookies that they place, they know you're serious about looking for the room, and it goes up. You know, like last room, oh, you're too late, that room's gone, and they increase the price. But if you, you know, if you go off and shut the computer down and come back after work or something, you look again, then the price can go up, and that's because it remembers you looked at that room. But they said if you're in incognito mode, then obviously it doesn't save anything, it doesn't remember, and it just thinks you're a brand new person looking for the room. So that's what I do now. Jess again, I always find myself using a Golda because I can secure something and have something solid and cancel if I find something better. Yeah, their cancellation policy is pretty good. Tofu. Peter, how much money will I need for 20 days vacation in Pattaya? It depends. That's a question comes up all the time. It depends what you're going to do here. I mean, if you're going to go out to the bars every night and buy ladies' drinks and do short times, okay, let's try and have a quick estimation. So let's say your hotel's paid for and your flight's paid for already. So it's just spending money, isn't it? You're going to have what, a couple of meals a day, reasonable meals. You're not going to skimp, are you? So let's say 800 to 1,000, but let's say 1,000 baht a day on meals. All right. If you drink alcohol and you go out in the evening, you're going to have at least, I'd say at least 6 beers, maybe more. Beer's pretty reasonable down here, but let's just say you spend 800 to 1,000 on beers, right? So you spend, your food's 1,000, your alcohol consumption's 1,000. Now the only other cost is what you do with the entertainment side of things. Now if you're going to buy ladies' drinks and take ladies back to your room, then it's really hard to estimate it because I don't know how many times you do that. But if you just come down here, you're going to chill out on the beach, go out for some beers, you're not necessarily going to entertain. 20 days, it's a long time, isn't it? So I'd say you need a good, you know, I don't want to put a figure on it because just in case I'm totally wrong. And yeah, I'd say you need at least 4,000 to 5,000 baht a day if you're going to have a good time, no less than that. JDV, is it when I go to Pattaya, I'm not there to make friends, so the quiet season suits me. Okay, yeah, I like it when it's quiet. Jess, for anyone looking for a cheap flight from Los Angeles to Bangkok, September 10, 11, and 12, Singapore Airlines economy, $378. Wow, that is cheap. That's like, that's about £325. I'm going to try and get some of the older, I'm missing out on a lot of these comments because I'm on my phone. Nomi Eye Inspector, I've got to say that quiet here. I'm in, right, Nomi Eye Inspector. Good afternoon, Peter. I've just woke up to find you on the TV. Okay, I hope that's a good sign, not a bad thing. Kevo, $100 minimum a day. Well, $100 minimum a day, that's at the moment the dollar's 3.6, something like that, 3,600 baht. So I would say that's a bit on the low side, but you did say minimum. Your Pet Shop Corporation, good bit of plug in there. Right, hi Peter, nice surprise to see you, mate. Another sneaky one in Pattaya with Marley. This is why you're general. Marley is in Singapore last time I looked. Sorry, I double typed, but yes, hotels now stopped selling them to them in Phuket, and yeah, clear cookies like you say. Okay, go back to some of these older ones now. Right, let's go back down there. There's a guy who comes into the stream and he leaves comments all the time. And I don't know what it is. I think it's this guy who's just left a comment there. But whenever I release a video, he'll always talk about Mali and say, oh, yes, you went there with Mali and you did this with Mali. And I don't really get it, what the guy's, you know, what he's trying to achieve, you know. See, Coke Zero. Joy Devere, I hope I'm saying that right. When I go to Pattaya, I'm not there. Oh, I just read that, haven't I? Okay, new comments down here. Right, okay. Jess, hey, yeah, I've missed you. It's gone off. Sorry, Jess. Welsh 32, when people say how much does one need for Pattaya, it's like saying how long is a piece of string. Paul G. Eats, afternoon. How you doing, Paul? Nomio Inspector again. I see you are at the Green Tree. Very good. I ate there one New Year's Eve, then watched the fireworks. Yeah, I don't really like giving away my location when I'm doing a stream or something, because I met a guy down here who wanted to have a fight with me once just because he didn't like my videos. You know, you get some strange types. So I don't generally tell people what hotel I'm in or where I am, but yeah, good guess. Well, it's not a guess, is it? You know, from the background there. I don't know how much you can see behind me because the screen is like this size. Martin Ryder, I was told Diet Coke is worse than full sugar Coke. But I don't see how it could be though, because it's got the sugar's the killer, isn't it? Just adjust this a bit. Trying to get this just right. Joy, look behind you. Little girl with her. Nomio Inspector, the umbrella laugh out loud. Have they gone by? No, I've missed it. It's gone right off my head. I wanted to do it on the beach over there, so I had quite a cunning little plan. So what I was going to do, I came in last night to eat, and I tested the Wi-Fi, and it's really good. The Wi-Fi is really good. I should be coming across really clear in the picture. So I walked across to where the umbrellas are in this location, and I kept doing a Google speed check, and it's amazing. But if I stand in one particular where one chair is on the beach, I get like really good internet, and I just move a meter to one side, and it's shit. It's totally amazing how different it can be. So my plan was to sit on the beach and do it, but there's a group sitting near where the internet's good, where I chose to sat. So I'm being a bit cheeky here and just doing it here. But I have had food, so I'm not taking the mickey. Nomio says it says, oh, okay, does it? Oh, okay, that's what I missed. Ah, okay, yeah, nice one. Good job. I'm not trying to hide, isn't it? Is that Randayan? I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, my doctor said diet soda is worse than regular soda. I'd like to know why that is. I mean, it's the sugar I'm trying to get away from. Is it the chemicals? Christ, that's a bit wet round here. There's a guy walking out of here. Okay, he can't be a day under 70. And I'm not condemning him or judging him. I'm just stating the fact. You're getting on a motorbike. The girl he's with must be about 25 years old. So let's hope he makes it through the day. I'll swing it around real quick. I don't want to get caught. Well, that's Pattaya, isn't it? Right, Kevo, Peter, that place has you healthier than ever. Amazing. I'm making the epic, Kev. That's what it is. It's a whole lifestyle change. I forgot my nice hat. I've got this on today. The reason I'm doing this, because I've got these glasses that it cost me 20,000 baht, and I can see distance, and I can, if I look down, I can read. I used to have like 3 or 4 pairs of glasses, but that's why I'm doing this, because the reading part's at the bottom. Massimo, just what sort of bang remains to be seen? Okay. Joy, age shaming. No, look, I don't condone it, you know. I mean, that's the wrong word, wasn't it? I don't judge. I just, you know, it's just such a big age gap. It's just strange to see. But okay, they're having fun. Why not? Okay, Jesse. Oh God, you said the dirty words. Oh, yeah, windy. Yeah, well, you know, I'm only drinking soda yesterday and today. When I get back to Bangkok, I'll be back on the orange squash, and it says no artificial chemicals and no sugar, and I get through a lot of that actually. Get the word out. Astamine is also rubbish. That's the like sugar substitute, isn't it? Well, I'll tell you what. I've been taking that probably for, I'd say, 30 years, no exaggeration. And when I decided to do this lifestyle change, I actually stopped putting that in my coffee. I used to put it on cornflakes. I had it in my coffee, and I've been off it now for about 4 to 5 months. My coffee still tastes like crap without it, but I just figured, I'm trying to stay away from as much processed food, chemicals. It's really difficult in this day and age because we eat a lot of food that's prepared for us. But I do cook from fresh ingredients. I buy meat, chicken, and beef. I make my own burgers now. Very easy to make. I've got 8 packs of best minced meat, low fat, about 95% meat. Chopped up 1 onion really finely, and eggs, some breadcrumbs. You can buy all the ingredients here. Mixed it all up, rolled them, patted them down, put them on a flat tray, froze them, and when they were frozen, put them in a plastic bag, and they taste great. And I know exactly what's in them. They taste really good. I get the burger buns from Hua Hin because they're much better than the ones they sell like standard in Bangkok. And I don't put any cheese on, but some nice onion and relish, and they're great. So I try to stay away from a lot of processed food. I don't eat any deep fried food now. The club sandwich I just had French fries on the side, chips, and I ate one, and I didn't touch them. I left them actually. Let's see if I've missed some down here again. Let me go back here. Okay, so Herbert, juice is the worst. Yeah, a lot of these places that sell juice, so they have sugar in it. Thailand's terrible for putting sugar in it. They put sugar in absolutely everything. I mean, they cook food that's spicy and they put sugar in it. Dick Snormus. Oh, I've lost you. Where are you? I can't read your comments. Sorry, maybe if I put this one on first. Christian, right. Dick's enormous. Any breaking news in the land of smiles except Sleepy Joe stepping down in January? I don't know of anything else. No. Guys, if I'm missing your comments, apologies. I don't mean it. It's just really hard to get them all on this. P, anyways, have a good day, guys. I'm going. Maybe one day I'll send in my story. There's a Farang guy living in my house, and I am the one supporting him. We're all just as bad. Okay, yeah, good. Send it in. Kevin Sutherland, hi. Martin Rate, what's the going rate on the beach road? They'll ask for 2,000, but they'll take 1,500. Some will even take 1,000. The Gormless Twit. Oh God, I've lost you. Let me put this one first. Right, the Gormless Twit. I'll come and eat. What is that? I'll come and eat the uneaten fries. I know guys who would do that actually. How do you avoid reduced sugar? You just do. You tell them sugar in Thai is nam dang as sugar, and I don't eat garlic either. So if I order a meal, I'll say it's chicken fried rice. I'll say khao pat gai kap mayo gatiam mayo nam dang, and they get it. Probably sounds terrible, but they understand me because they put sugar in every meal that you go into a restaurant. Everything's got sugar. Very few hasn't got sugar. Uncle Nene, I like my grandma's philosophy. It ain't fried, set it aside. She lived to be 100. Okay. Jesse Hughes, wow, look at the label. They hide sugar and everything, like there's 50 names for it. That's a good point. They don't always say sugar. The reason you're seeing somebody else's comment up when I read another one is because I can't read it unless they go grey and I have to put another one on screen. Jesse, wow, look at the label. I just read that, haven't I? Right, okay. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Check down. Top tip: adding good quality sausage meat, 1.4 ratio sausage meat to beef for an extra special burger. Oh, the other thing I put into them is I put salt and pepper, obviously, but you know the Maggi sauce. It's like a kind of soya sauce in that you can put on rice and stuff. Put some of that in it as well, and that peps the burgers up. Because the first time it's the second batch. The first time I made the burgers, I didn't put any salt or pepper. I just forgot. And when I ate them, I thought that looks great, and I bit into it, and it was absolutely tasteless. It had no taste. So when I started frying in virgin olive oil By the way, when I start to fry the next one, I put it in the frying pan, so salt, pepper, and Maggi sauce. And it was great. Um, I'll put this on screen, but I can't actually read it. God, it's so small. Let me put somebody else's up. Dino J, £500 for mongering and partying every day for 20 days, £5,000. Well, that's a bit much. Toby Price, Nam Tan is sugar. Yeah, but it's pronounced, it's not pronounced tan, it's pronounced Nam Dang, almost a D. Martin Ryder, really don't need to pay, so easy to pull in Bangkok. Offer a girl a weekend away, works every time. Not everybody wants to do that though, do they, Martin? Some guys just want to get in and out and, you know, that's it. Right, Kevin. Hey, Peter, Texas Kevin here. How you doing, Texas Kevin? Good to see you in the stream. 142 in, not bad. Down here in Pattaya, if you just join me, I think it's a bit obvious I'm not in Bangkok, right? And as I say, yesterday was absolutely packed. It's much nicer today. A lot of the people who were here for the religious holiday have now gone back to Bangkok or wherever they come from. And I was drinking beer out of a coffee cup last night. I actually brought down a good stock of drinks, you know, alcoholic drinks. So I thought, oh, Pattaya for 2 nights and can't have a beer. So I brought it down with me. But actually, without getting anybody into trouble, you can actually get it down here yesterday as well. I was told on the first day they were very strict, but because it was 3 days, it's also today actually. I think it finishes at midnight tonight. Jesse, look for sucrose. Yeah, okay, I won't read all them out. But yeah, they have a lot of names of sugar, don't they? Martin, in and out like the SAS. Remember the raid? I do. What I think I'll do, I'll just walk to the other side of the road, take my life in my hands, and I'll just show you what it's like, how busy it is, or how quiet it is, rather. Well, come and have a little walk with me. Let me turn the camera around. Oh, right. So it's really nice. It's not too hot. I don't know if I can cross this road. I've got to be really careful here. Here we go. Oh, nearly got run over by a motorbike. Okay. Right. Done it. So, yeah, you can see there's a few people about, but to be fair, this is the far end of the beach, so it's not going to be as busy as up by Soy 7, 8, Central, Mike's Mile. But it's a beautiful day. It's really not hot. The sun's not out. And there's quite a lot of wind. Here, I'll swing it round. Not too many in the chairs. I've seen guys walking down the street like this. But it's supposed to be raining all the time now, but it's not. Right, I'm not going to get across the road like that, am I? It's such a busy road, the beach road, especially in the evenings. Ah, here's my chance. Oop. I'll tell you what I have noticed, there's a lot of Koreans, Japanese, Chinese, a lot of Asian tourists here at the moment. Maybe it's just this area because some big hotels down here and they come in groups. You don't normally see so many down at the other end. Let me just set this up again. It's nice to actually do a live stream out and about, you know, because I always do. I've got the live streams are scheduled for this Sunday in Bangkok, like they normally are. It's every other week now, and it's this Sunday. But it's nice to actually be out here and being able to do a live stream like this. Let's see what I've missed. Right. Jess, are there any freelancers on the beach today? Not around here, there isn't. I haven't been up the other end. You do get a few in the daytime at the other end near Walking Street. Ryan, hello. Hello, all, and Peter. How you doing, Ryan? Paul Scratch, here we go. Monga Cam 555. Not much mongering around here. Herbert, Jesse, more simple formula. Don't eat as much and exercise. One thing that's helped me a lot is, I forget where I watched it, but somebody said, like, if you're trying to reduce your weight, eat until you've had enough and don't just eat for the sake of it. So if you've got a plate of fried rice, for instance, and you get through 3/4 of it and you think, you know what, that's it. Don't finish it just for the sake of, you didn't want to leave it. And that's what happened with me today when I had the club sandwich. It's cut into 4. I ate 3, no French fries, and I thought, I don't want any more. And I actually left it the last quarter. You got your own stream going on here, Jesse. That looks a bit. Pervert, Jesse, that's insane. Must have been fun getting up that okay. Martin Ryder, Koreans pushing up the prices on Beach Road. Well, there's a lot of them down this end, not so many at the other end. Well, it's a good time to visit Thailand. This is great, right? It's really great. The only thing that spoils it is when the skies open up and it rains. Because if it's raining, what can you do? You can either walk around Central Festival or Mike's shopping mall, or you can sit in your room, can't you? When it's raining, there's not a lot to do, really. But this is nice. And I like it when Pattaya is quiet like this. It's just, it's nicer. The other thing I've noticed down here, you hardly get any people on the beach trying to sell you things. You know, when you go on the beach near Soi 7 and Soi 8, where I normally stay, or Jomtin's even worse, actually, you're sitting on the beach and without exaggeration, every few minutes, somebody's coming up selling you lottery tickets. I don't mind the ice creams, now that I don't eat them, though. You know, they come up and they're selling lottery tickets, they're selling shirts, sunglasses, anything they can carry, they sell. I never eat any food on the beach. I try not to. The last time I had some, a lady came around with a tray with crab and spring roll and all this sort. And I looked at the spring rolls. I thought, oh, they do look nice. And I ate them. And let's just say it wasn't. I had to stay close to the toilet the following day. I'll keep it clean. Radan, I'm glad I'm a member now. I've just been so busy. Thank you very much for being a member. Dino J, Sunday night streams aren't good for the Australians, because we have to work in the morning, unfortunately. Yeah, I know, it's just a time difference. When I did the streams in the UK, 10:30 on a Friday night and 9 o'clock on a Sunday night, they were really good times. I used to get a lot more people in because of the time difference, but I'm 6 hours behind. You're in Australia. I think some parts of Australia are only about an hour behind here, aren't they? Super Stephen, when in Thailand, tourist visa 2 months over. I haven't heard anything about the 2 months, about it being over. It's not actually a visa. It's I'm not trying to be critical, but it's just a stamp to allow you to be here. It's not actually a visa. It's called a I forget the name, but they give you a stamp, but it's not a visa. But yeah, you can stay 60 days. Now, the first day, people were a bit cynical and thought, well, will they or won't they? Because they said, yeah, it's going to happen on the 15th, and it was supposed to happen on the 1st, and it didn't. And some guy took a picture on his passport when he arrived, and he had 60 days. And I don't know if it's going to be limited like it was. You know, remember when they did the 45 days just after COVID? It was a promotion for 6 months, and they said at the beginning it was a promotion for 6 months. But I don't know with this one. I really don't know if they're going to. I haven't heard anything about it being a promotion. Something else I heard, but you know, you've got to be really careful. There was an article where did I read it now? I put it up on my Facebook page where there's a guy. He said you can actually come and go as many times as you want, and these people who have bought elite visas are really pissed off because there's a guy who paid I think it's £19,000 for a 5-year elite visa, which obviously comes with a lot of privileges, but you can stay here long term. And the fact is, if that was true, that you could come for 2 months, go and come as many times as you want, then I understand it, but I certainly wouldn't risk it. You know, at the end of the day, it clearly states on the government website in the UK maximum visits in a year, or back-to-back twice. You know, there are people that say, oh, well, I've done it 4 times, you know, but you're taking a risk. Ryan Rich just got back to Bangkok from Hua Hin, possibly heading to Pattaya Wednesday. Looks good now. Yeah, you should come down. Visa exempt, Toby. That's right. Here's a name and a half. Whitaker Winstanley III. Great name. East Coast Australia, 3 hours ahead of Thailand. Okay, not too far then. Soka says, I missed that. You put a comment on my stream, and I put a comment on your stream. Seriously, I can't read the rest of it. My screen's about that size, unfortunately. Let me go back and see if I can find it. Okay, you put a thumbs up to Jesse. Okay, conversation with Jesse there. I'll text you afterwards. Rylan, again, they should make visas transferable. You know, if you want to stay here long term, just go and see Mark from One Stop Visa. He's brilliant. Or if you've got a Thai girlfriend you want to take back, or you want a driving license, Mark can do all that for you. He's right on the bottom of Soy 6, just up there. Wayne Bridge, are the bars open yet? They are and they're not. Some are open, some aren't open, and they're only supposed to be serving soft drinks. I say supposed to. I've missed in your comments again, Pebble. Something about people on the beach. Put it up now in the chat. I'll look out for it now, okay? Because I've missed it twice now. Jesse, Toby Price, same here. When I was a kid, nutrition was not my parents' strong point. They tried, but US government lied to, I think it's everyone. Dino J, eat more hairy handbags and not junk food. Philo Fem, is it? Afternoon from Perth, West Australia. How you doing? PM, yeah. Paul, Stuart P, think you need to get the international DL from the post office. Yeah, good point. If you want to, in order to get your driving license here, you need to have the international one first when you come out here, and they'll just transfer it. You still have to do a couple of tests. You have to do a perception test and the traffic light test, but you don't have to go out in a car or ride a bike. Christian, there is no alcohol ban today. Okay, well, I was told by a Thai that it was for 3 days, so maybe the Thai person didn't know. Peter, why not go the whole hog and wear a mankini unless they're banned? I don't even like wearing the wife-beating vest, you know, but when I'm going to do a live stream, it's a bit hot to sit here in a shirt. When I'm on the beach, I'm shirtless. Ryan says, here was something interesting in Hawaii. It is nearly impossible to find a vape e-cigarette. The crackdown over there, seriously, had to have a motorcycle taxi take me to someone's house. Yeah, they cracked down big time on there. I think it's got something to do with the cigarette companies, you know. You know, they lose money, don't they, when people vape. Super Steven, Russian freelancers in Pattaya Beach. I haven't seen any. There's a lot of Russians. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of Russians in Jomtien, but they seem to be like families and stuff. When I stayed in Jomtien last time, a couple of weeks ago, I like to go to the night market there about halfway down the beach road. And they could be Ukrainian, I don't know, but you just hear the accent. There's a lot of them. Don't bother anybody. Right, Herbert, random question. Why is Thailand the only market where real estate, hang on, where's it gone? Why real estate doesn't appreciate? I think it's oversupply, to be honest with you. I always say to people ask me, you know, is it worth buying a property here? And a lot of people do buy a property, but I don't think it's a good idea to buy a property unless you've made up your mind you want to live in it forever, because they are hard to sell on. You know, the building is like so fast and so many, and I think the supply has outshadowed the demand, as it were. And I know several guys who lost money on buying apartments simply because they couldn't sell them, and they were desperate to get rid of them, get some money back, and they sold them for less, you know, than the market value, because there's just so much choice. And the other thing is, you know, you come here and you might think, yeah, I really like it here, I'm going to buy an apartment. You buy an apartment and you discover that after 6 months it's a bit boring, or you found somewhere better and you're stuck with this apartment. and if that isn't enough reasons, rent is so cheap here, especially down here in Pattaya. What's the point in buying? You know, if you buy an apartment for 2.5 million, 3 million baht, and you're paying 10,000 baht a month's rent down here for a fairly reasonable place, how long is it going to take you to spend 3 million baht on rent at 10,000 baht a month? I just wouldn't buy property here. I could buy an apartment here if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Leroy, vapes promoting smoking to children. MS Kid More Media. That laws do benefit condo owners. Bloody hell. The umbrella just came down. Let me have a go, put it back up. That gave me a fright. Oh, I can't get it up. Okay. Got the girls coming. Girls coming to help me now. It just came down by itself. Martin, uh, don't you just love Thailand? Sitting here and the umbrella just collapsed, so I was trying to put it back up, and the waitresses just ran over, like, leave it, sir, and they did it with a nice smile on their face, as they always do. Jesse, Japan was very nice and clean, but damn, I couldn't find a trash can to dab my life. I could eat off those streets, though. Wow, Osaka, nice. I've never been to Japan. I landed there once, but I've never actually been into Japan. A lot of people who have been there have told me that it's expensive, and then other people say, no, Japan's not expensive. Paul, should I go back and capture Peter's last bit of audio? Yeah, did it go? I've got my wind muffler on today. I always forget to put that on. And I've got a bit of company here today. You want to say hello? Shy. Chetban, I can't get it up, Peter. Right, Jesse, compared to Thailand, it is more expensive. All right. Martin Riders, summer's finally arrived here. In the UK, Martin, right? Yeah. When it's cold here, it's like 28 degrees. Always makes me laugh when I used to come down to Pattaya in low season. It's still hot for us. It's 28 degrees. Still walking around like this, and you'll see a cashier in a bar, and she's sitting there with a coat on, all scrunched up, and you're like, "What's up?" Cold. No, it's 28 degrees. Wayne Bridge, there's no trash cans in Japan. Philo Fem, did you hear Ed Sweeney is doing much better? I watched his stream actually the other day. Yeah. Yeah, that's good news. Really hope the guy pulls through and he comes back out here soon. Right, Toby Price. Staff, great evening, said Kotoka. Not sure what that means. Japan is very expensive. For someone that lives on a Thai budget, you will be shocked. I don't want to live anywhere else, personally. I like Thailand. Martin Ryder, stuck for life. Thanks for asking. All right, someone else. Herbert, Japan is cheap now with the exchange rate. Okay. Ryan, that's your new nickname, Pete. Wind Muffler. Okay, that's a good name. Ethanol Dreams. A strict diet of beer. Curtain for you, Peter. Yeah. The other thing on the weight loss, sorry to keep going on about it again, because it's really working. You know, I'm so proud of myself for doing it now. It's like one of the main things that's helped a lot. I used to be an evening muncher, all right, and I don't mean that in a bad way. So what I used to do, because I've got an apartment, I keep food in the apartment, snacks and everything, and I'll be watching Netflix. I'll be supping down 2 or 3 beers. It'd get to quarter to midnight, and you know when you've been drinking, you get starving, don't you? And you think, oh, I want to eat something. And if you've got nothing in, most of the time I think, well, I'm not going out to 7 a.m. I'll just go to bed. But what I do, I've got all the equipment, I've got all the food, so I think, oh, I really fancy a cheese and onion toasty. And I'd make a couple of cheese and onion toasties, ketchup on the side, and eat that, and 20 minutes later I'd go to bed with a full stomach. And I'd do that every night. When I first came here, I did that every night for about 6 months. And I've completely stopped snacking now. So I have my dinner at 6. I have at least 3 to 4 salads a week. I do treat myself occasionally. I still go to the Al Hussein, but I used to go twice a week. I go once a month now. You know, so I just don't snack at night. After 6 o'clock, that's it. And in the morning, if I can get by without having breakfast, I won't have breakfast. It's kind of like fasting a little bit, isn't it? So I just weighed myself before I left. I was 108 kilos. For the Americans, that's like around 218 pounds. And I'm now down to, in the morning, I know I'm a bit more in the evening, but if I weigh myself in the morning, I'm down to 96 kilos. So what's that? I've lost nearly 12 kilos. For the Americans, again, about 25 pounds. I'd like to get down to 90. I would like to get down to 90. Then I'll have to change my wardrobe and get a couple of new white beater vests. Check ban, the Japanese yen has depreciated 35% against sterling over the last 5 years, but inflation has only been, let's see if we can get that back, 3.5%. So your money is going to go a lot further in Japan. That's why many people are going. Do you know what? I remember watching a documentary about housing in Japan, and there's some incredibly small apartments. You know, people squeeze into these little tiny rabbit hutches because it's a premium, isn't it? You know, and they're expensive as well. Okay. Well, the reason I'm not putting any comments on the screen today is because I'm literally doing this from my mobile phone with my radio mic plugged in, and I'm looking up like this because that's the reading part of my glasses. But the screen I'm looking at that you're seeing is actually that size. Okay. So if I put the message on the screen, I just can't read it. It's hard enough as it is on the right here. Herbert, wish the prices had been frozen since 2019. Now the exchange rate is ridiculous. It's not bad in Thailand at the moment. For the pound, it's about 40. I just brought a load of money over because the exchange rate was over, and I got, with Wise, I got a fixed rate of 46.80 satang. So for £1, I got 46 and 80 satang. So I brought a load over. I won't be bringing any more over for a while, just because the rate was so good. I was planning to leave it for a couple more months, bring it over once a year, but I thought I can't miss out on this because in 2 months' time it could be back down to 43 or something. Kev Bennis, how annoying is that song cram? Looks miserable to me. Something I can plan on. Something I can plan on skimming. How annoying is that song? Oh, song cram, yeah, with all the water. I think that's what you mean, isn't it? I will visit Japan soon, says Radron. Radron, is it? Jesse, hopefully we'll see the dollar go further. I'm tired of spending $5 per gallon of fuel. I mean, that's a joke. Do you know what it is in the UK, Jesse? It's about, when I left 18 months ago, it was about £2 a litre, not a gallon. £2 a litre. So what does that make it a gallon? That's like 4.5. There's 4.5 litres to a gallon, I believe. So yeah, it's about £9. Most of that's tax, though. Paul, grab yourself a cheap tablet for the next stream. Paul, I did, mate. I did, but the screen is just so dark. Look, I brought this with me. You see, it's a 9-inch. It's just an Android tablet. It's quite nice. I paid 5,000 baht for it, and the reason I bought it was because I thought, well, I can sit in somewhere like this, do a live stream, and it'll make the screen bigger. But I've just tried it, and it was really dark. The screen's dark on it. So I went to the settings, increased the brightness to maximum. But when I looked on here, it was just dark. You couldn't even make out my face, you know. So I decided I either don't do it or I have to do it on the phone. So anyway, I'm here in Pattaya doing a live stream. I'm out and about, and I'm really happy about it because I always do the live streams in the room in Bangkok with a green screen because it's just difficult to find anywhere that doesn't play copyright music. And it's quite nice to do one here. I'm happy. I've said for a few months now, next time I'm in Pattaya, I'll do a live stream, and I never have. And it's nice to do one finally. US dollar on the decline, says Herbert. Leroy, it goes up 50 baht. Oh, going fast, hang on. Leroy, if it goes up 50 baht, I'm going to order £2,000 worth. Yeah, I brought over a lot more than that. Jesse Hughes, 30.78 litres a gallon. Wow. Well, I've got to sleep soon. Wake up for the US market, okay? And like I keep saying, guys, if I'm missing out on some of your comments, apologies. It's just really hard to go back with big fingers and a small screen. If she walks this way, I'll turn the screen around. Now walking the other way. Oh. Jess, crypto went up through, though, Herbert. Bitcoin up to nearly 68. Yeah, I know both Jesse and Herbert are into the crypto. Leroy, I'm unemployed. I shouldn't laugh. It must be terrible. I mean, I know there's a lot of people in the UK who actually are lazy and they don't want to work. But for somebody, you probably do want to work, but you can't find the right job or a job. And I don't know how you feel your day. I mean, I'm not boasting. I'm just making a statement. I've never actually been unemployed. I left school when I was 15 and I had to go to work to help support my mother. And I went, trained myself up to get into the hotel industry, did some courses, night school, that sort of thing. I had a good career in the hotel industry, actually. But I never actually was unemployed. So I'm lucky. Maybe for a couple of weeks at a time, I can't remember. But it must be very, very boring. And you haven't really got, unless you've got a lot of money, which you won't have, I'm guessing, if you're living on unemployment benefit, you can't really do a lot, can you? Because you can't afford to do it. Must be not very nice. Daniel Rubini, I'm not sure the currency here will recover. Maybe what? Maybe the opposite. Okay. Hobson's Choice. Any nice views about? I think it's a bit early in the day. Hobson's Choice. I did walk across to the beach just now, 10 minutes ago, but there's nothing going on now. There's a lot. I'll tell you what, there is a lot of nice looking Asian women here, and I don't mean Thais. I'm talking. I mean, they're coming past me. I should have sat on that side. Koreans, Japanese, Malaysians, maybe Singaporeans. I think they stay in a lot of the hotels down this end of the beach. Check ban. There are over 9,000 vacant houses in Japan. They're called Akaya, is that houses? The Japanese want new houses, so older ones are abandoned. There are interesting videos about those houses. Okay. Hobbs's choice. I worked at UK 44 years. Luckily, was never unemployed, but now time in my hands. Do you know what? I'm not going to get political, right? But isn't it unbelievable what Labour are doing, right? You pay in. This is what's happening in England. We've got a new government, okay? So you leave school at 16. You pay your national insurance every month for 30 years because you're going to get your old age pension to live on. You retire when you're 60, and now they're saying it has to be means tested. So if I'm due to get my pension in 2 years' time. I think I looked it up. I think it's June 2006. Okay, but I've got a little bit of property in the UK, and they haven't. They're saying if you earn more than 30,000 a year, you're not going to get any pension. And I watched a TikTok video from a guy yesterday. He left school when he was 16, and he's just coming up to retirement age, and he's got a business or he's got some other income coming in, so he won't get his state pension. And he said he's going to go to the European High Court, whatever you call it, and he said, I want that money back. He said, I've paid that money in with the promise of a pension for over 30 years, and now Keir Starmer are saying it's means tested, and I'm not going to get it anymore. And he said, I want that money back, all that money I paid in. And if he's successful, wow, that could open a door to that could open the floodgates to a lot of people doing the same thing. But I'm a little bit worried about it, to be honest with you, because they haven't stated whether it's 30,000 gross or 30,000 net. So if you've got property and you get 30,000 gross, most of that goes on the mortgages, doesn't it? It doesn't go in your pocket. Martin, liquidate your assets when you retire. I don't want to do that at the moment. I want to keep mine. I'm 64 now. I want to try and keep them till I'm 70 because they are my pension, basically. Hobbs's choice. Full pension apparently projected as full NI contributions made, but we'll see 7 years to go. Well, unfortunately for me, I'm not going to get very much. I will get something, but I had a look. I went in and had a look. But when I was working in the hotels abroad, obviously when I left school, I automatically paid NI. When I went back in 2000 to the UK, I paid it for a few years. And then they changed the system and it didn't come out my bank account anymore. But I have paid in and I've qualified. You've got to pay in for at least 10 years to qualify. I think I paid in for 15 or something. And I looked it up the other day and it said I'll probably get about £150 a week, which is peanuts really, isn't it? It's like £600 a month. What's that in Thai baht? It's going to be about, I don't know, 27,000 baht. But still, I mean, I'm entitled to it. I want it, right? I'm not going to live a life of luxury on 26,000 baht a month, but it's still my money. I paid into it, Wayne Bridge, depends what you want. Vegas jumped in and Hua Hin are nice. Quieter ones, yeah, okay. Skid Mark, 35 years, and you still have to pay another 16 years. And now they greedy buggers want the means test. Boils my blood. This is the problem, isn't it? You say it boils your blood. It boils everybody's blood, but you can't do nothing about it, can you? What can you do? It's like what's going on in London, I don't know if you heard this lately, but the latest one from Mayor Khan is that he thinks we should learn more about Arabic and Muslim culture so that we all integrate. Not that they should learn our culture, but we should learn their culture. That's what Mayor Khan's now come out and said. And, I mean, what a cheeky sod, Right, okay, let's move away. It's supposed to be a happy, nice stream. Not me in spirit. I hope they don't bring owning property into means testing, yeah. Check back. A pension is a promise and should not be means tested or taxed. Meanwhile, if you are a millionaire hedge fund owner, Labour have said they will continue to not tax any dividends you pay yourself. And something else, I don't know if people have worked this out, but Labour have been very, very cunning because what they're saying now is they want the minimum hourly wage to be raised from, I think it's £10.50 to about £15, right? So that's going to do two negative things, right? Firstly, if somebody's working for £15.50 an hour and they work for 40 hours a week, that's going to take them over the 30,000 a year threshold. And what does that mean? It means they don't have to pay you an old age state pension, right? So that's quite cunning how they're doing that. The other negative thing about that is they'll put hundreds of businesses hundreds of businesses will go under, and those employees will have to sign on for unemployment benefit. Why? Because I've owned small businesses, and everybody wants to make a decent living. Of course they do, but some companies, they just can't afford to pay that much. It's horrible. You can't do nothing about it. It makes my blood boil as well. Martin, and they hand out houses to illegal immigrants. Well, they're building them, aren't they? They're building them. when I talk to my daughters about this, because obviously they don't have a house, and I say, well, you know, all these people are coming across on boats. I'm just stating a fact. You know, they get housed and looked after. They call me a racist. You know, they say I'm a racist. Tom, I think the guy taking them to court will have a good chance of winning. Tom, it'll open the floodgates. Everybody will do it, won't they? Well, did you see what happened to Stonehenge? They want whipping those people, don't they? I did. You know, Stonehenge, one of our greatest monuments in the UK, and this oil idiots, they've sprayed all orange paint all over it. You know, they want put on a tree and whipped. On my inspector, it's £11.44 at the moment. I can't see it going up much. It would, yeah, okay, I know what you're trying to say there. I think he was talking about £15.50 an hour. Jesse, as I know, is that all I know is that I hope to live in Thailand as a citizen in the future. But first, we've got to get the Thai lady to America and get her citizenship here. Then I'll work on getting my Thai citizenship. Well, I don't think you'll get. Oh well, yeah. If you're married, you'll get a right to stay here. But from what my friend Simon tells me, he's married to a Thai, been here for 12 years. It's near on damn impossible to actually get a Thai citizenship. You know, an ID card to say that you're Thai. Right, Ivan, APW. There's absolutely brainwashed the younger generation in the UK. Yeah, my daughters are always calling me a racist. Munchie Mark, I'm literally slightly over 30,000. It's already hard enough to live on this now in London. Now I'm not going to get pension too. Yeah, it's awful. You know, I mean, I said to somebody the other day, you know, if it all goes wrong for me, and I end up with 26,000 baht a month, I eventually sell my properties, pay off the bank what I owe. You know, I have to change my lifestyle, sell the car, I'll live somewhere fairly quiet. I'll be old, you know, I won't be doing bars and stuff. And I was saying, you know, I'll live somewhere cheap, somewhere, you know, not in a tourist area. And I'll probably have a whole lifestyle change, but I can stay here still, right? But you take that pension away, it's scary. It's really scary. So what happens then? So, well, supposedly you're earning 30,000, so you're not going to starve to death. I don't mean you personally, I mean anybody. Nominee inspector, good to see them just stop oil, get sent down 4 and 5 years. It should be a deterrent. It was really good. But what got me was when the prison van came out of the courts to take them to prison, there was a lot of people cheering and hammering the van, but I couldn't work out if they were cheering for those people inside or they were cheering like as a protest. If you think that things are bad in the UK, look at Canada. Vegas Scott, I've lost you. Where are we? Go back. Vegas Scott, can you talk health insurance a little? Is there a maximum age and do they need to maintain it to keep your visa? No, you can stay here long term on a retirement visa without insurance. There's two visas. There's the O, I think it's the O and the C. I forget the letter, O and the D, something like that. And if you get the right, if you go and see Mark, for instance, he'll get you on the right one. You don't need insurance. As far as health insurance goes, once you get to 64, 65, it's very, very difficult. Because of what happened to Ed Sweeney, I'm self-insured. I put £1 million baht in the bank for emergencies, baht, okay, about £25,000. If I have a heart attack or a stroke or something, I've got money there to pay for it. But it scared me what happened to him because I always thought, well, if something bad happens to me, I'll just jump on a plane and then I'll use the NHS. But he wasn't allowed to fly, was he? And that kind of scared me. And I know Martin over in jumped in, same thing. It scared him. And I went to a couple of brokers here. One guy is a foreigner. And he knows his stuff, you know, he's like a consultant. And I went to a Thai company as well. And they all said the same thing. Nobody refused me, but they all said, we're not going to insure you for preconditions. You know, I take 1 tablet a day just to bring my blood pressure down. But when I went to see the doctor the last time I tested, because I've lost 10 kilos that time, my blood sugars were down by a third just from losing 10 kilos. And my doctor said to me, he said, look, if you lose more, another 5 kilos, he said, I'm taking off all the medicines because you won't need them. I'm like, just from losing weight? And he said, yeah, we'll do it slowly, one at a time. But that doesn't matter to the insurance company. The fact that I'm on my heartbeat is normal, my heart size is normal. I was just slightly, because I was a bit overweight. I mean, who hasn't got a slightly high blood pressure when they get to 64, right? And they just, you know, the insurance companies just say, no, you've got a precondition. We're not going to insure you for gout. We're not going to insure you for a heart attack. There was one company who would, but they load up the policy so high, it took it from like, I was quoted about 8,000 a month for the ones who said they'd insure me, and they were like 34,000 a month, but they'd insure me for everything, and I can't afford that. So in answer to your question, it's very, very difficult. Jesse, you may very well be correct, Peter. However, I do know the multi announcer guy at the stadium in Bangkok has a Thai ID card. He got a citizenship, so it gave me hope as a friend. Yeah, it's. I'm not saying I said near on impossible, Jesse, because they sometimes they open it up and you can apply, and sometimes you can't. You've got to be able to speak fluent Thai. That's the first thing. But they give out about 100 a year. That's it. And you've got to meet a very, very high criteria. Speaking fluent Thai is one of them, for instance. I'm just my train of thought is going. I mean, these are Koreans. Look, they're dressed really weird. Okay, but good luck to you, Jesse. You never know. You can prove me wrong, and I'll be the first to shake your hand. Right, Toby Price. Thai citizenship very difficult to get, almost impossible. I'll zip it, but I kind of agree with that. Rob J, at Christmas, I am flying from Heathrow to Krabi, transfer at Bangkok. Have you ever done this? Is the transfer to domestic flight easy? I haven't actually done that one, but I flew down from, I did it the other way down. I flew down a couple of times from Khon Kaen. In those days, it was Dong Muong. So what I did, I flew down from Khon Kaen, landed at Dong Muong domestic, and walked across to Dong Muong International, and it was very, very easy. And I would imagine it's something similar like that now. Vegas Scott, if healthy and maintaining insurance, do they guarantee renewal of older age? Well, Pacific Cross say they do. They say, I didn't go with them, but what they say is, I'm just trying to get this comment. I can't read it on the screen. Whoever's left that comment, apologies, I can't get it to show now. They told me at the time when I was applying, because they didn't reject me, they accepted me, but they wouldn't insure me for preconditions. And they said once you're accepted, if we insure you under 65, you don't need to go for a full medical. But if you're over 65, you do. But what he told me is once you're accepted, I was 62 at the time. He said if we insure you, that's it. You're insured for the rest of your life, kind of thing. I didn't read any small print or anything because I didn't take it that far. I pulled out of it actually because they offered me insurance, but their underwriters said, no, we're not going to insure you for heart attack. I told them, I was totally honest. I said I had gout, but I haven't had it for 10 years. The high blood pressure, but it was just a little high. Yeah, and they just said, no, we won't insure those things. So I turned them down actually. Right, Martin Ryder, marry a 99-year-old blind and deaf woman in the way, very north of Thailand, to get a marriage visa. Okay. Stuart P, Labour will always crash an economy, useless. Be interested to see what they're going to do because they've messed up big time in the last 2 weeks, haven't they? Oh, I forgot they're giving £84 million to Africa to develop some for development, and he seems to think that will stop the people coming over the boats, coming over on the boats. See, after visiting Pattaya for almost 30 years, I prefer Bangkok as a lifestyle choice now. Do you feel the same, Peter? I do. And the thing is, the problem with Pattaya, it's its own little bubble, isn't it? Everything's kind of maintained in here, and you kind of forget about the rest of the world. I think Pattaya is a great place to visit, but it's also good to get out of here. Bangkok's, it's a cosmopolitan city. It's got everything. You see people going to work in the day. I mean, here it's very relaxed. It's very nice. I like it, but I couldn't live here. Many people do, but I couldn't live here. D, after visit, okay. Whoa, how are young people supposed to deal with the current economy? I've got 2 daughters. They have to work long hours. Much harder than when I was younger. Craig White, no Thai wife. No, I don't have a Thai wife. Do I have a Thai wife? Yeah? No, I don't have a Thai wife. Jesse Hughes, it's almost 1 in the morning. I got to go, guys. Need to sleep. Okay, Jesse, thanks for your input. And thanks for hanging around. Wow, we've been going for 1 hour and 20 already. Right, Skidmark, less than 100 years, the East will be the rich and the West will be the poor. It just seems to be going that way, doesn't it? Craig White, why not? Okay. Wow, nearly 200. I was just about to say bye, but I didn't realize so many people in the stream. I've got a really itchy nose today. I don't know why. Vegas Scott again. I'm 1 million baht enough realistic to self-insure? I've got no choice. You know, look, this is a choice I've got. I can either go back to back to England, live in one of my own rented properties, be miserable. I've got nothing to do there. I was giving my car to my daughter, but I'm, you know, if I have something happens to me, I've got the NHS, haven't I? That's what I can do. Or I can live my life. I can come out here. My best option is try and get healthy. I don't smoke. I've limited my alcohol intake. I've lost 12 kilos now, £25 for the Americans. I've got 1 million baht put by from medical insurance. I know guys in Pattaya that have got nothing. You know, if something went wrong, they'd be taken to a government hospital and they'd probably be put on a stretcher in the corridor or something. You know, at least, you know, there's guys down here who are massive, you know, and I look and I think, God, heart attack city. So this is one of the main reasons I've been trying to get healthy. And it's working. It's proven because, as I say, when I went to the doctor, my blood sugar levels were about 148 and they'd gone down by 50. And the doctor was like, wow, you've done really well. So it might not be enough. I don't know. But I'm not going back to the UK. I just don't want to go back. You know, I love it here. And, you know, I'll try and get healthy. I've got the 1 million baht put away and I'll hope for the best. LA to Hawaii, looking much more fit. Thank you very much. Right, let's go back and get some of these older ones again. Skid mark 197, very good. Oh, we've got over 200 in now. Come on, guys, give me a like if you're enjoying the stream. Give me a like. It helps me on the algorithm. Okay, I'm going way back. I've missed loads, haven't I? Let's start with Nomia Inspector. Labour are on about a national wealth fund when the country is 2.6 trillion in debt. It's laughable, isn't it? I'll put that up on screen. I can't read it. Let me go back to that one. Okay, Enzo Pastor. Peter, it's Enzo from Melbourne, Australia, sending greetings. I'm planning to go down to Thailand in November and live the life of debauchery. I hope we got a lot of money then. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, there we are. Ah, the screen went bigger. That's good. Oh, that's much better. I might be able to read the comments now. Martin Ryder, got to take the dog out. Have a great time in Pats. Thank you, Martin. Craig White should comment to a good woman. Are you a good woman? Ignoring me. Are you good? Good. Good for nothing. Rob J, what setting do you use on your GoPro if you're just sitting there like you are? I'm not. I'm on my mobile phone. That's why it's the reason I read comments like that is because these are those glasses that I've got distance and reading at the bottom, so I have to do that to read. And I'm on my Samsung 22 mobile. I only use the GoPro when I do, if I go out on the scooter and I want to film or the bike, I'll strap a GoPro to my chest, and that's how I get the action shots, which I haven't done for a while. But I'm just on my phone. I should be coming through loud and clear because the internet in here is very, very good. They haven't thrown me out yet, and I've been sat here for about 2 hours. I won't have any more. Can I have some of your water? Okay, well, it makes sense why so many young people want to be YouTubers. Haha. What? Herbert, why would Labour win through populist movement? Was the thing in politics? There was a YouTuber who I've never seen him before, but he put out a video and he was kind of like slating other YouTubers. He was saying things like, you know, a lot of YouTubers are backpackers and they've got no experience, but they're offering advice, and why should you listen to them and all the rest of it. And yeah, I suppose he had a point. But you know, you can't judge everybody the same. I mean, I've been coming out here for 30 years. I think I know a little bit about Thailand. He was kind of talking like he was the only one who knew anything about Thailand. I never slate other YouTubers, never. Herbert, why would Labour? Okay, I've read that. Ken Hislop, perfect timing for viewers in New Zealand. We usually miss out. Okay, well, I've been going for about an hour and 25 minutes, so I don't know how much longer, but 185 still in. Hi to MG Toe Legion. I've lost that comment there let me put that one up. Whitaker Winstanley III. Reform is the only party worth voting for in the UK. Labour, Tory, Lib Dems are all just clowns. That's who I would have voted for. Definitely. Some people don't like Nigel Farage. I think he's all right. I'll have to put that back to read Craig's comment. Bro, just settle down and choose a nice woman, please. It's like Joe Pesci. Do you remember Goodfellas, Joe Pesci, when his mother said, why don't you find yourself a nice girl? He says, I do find a nice girl, Ma. But in the morning, she goes and I find another one the next night. Keeling, 60K soon. Yeah, you talk about subscribers. It's, you know, I know some YouTubers out here. You take the Roti lady. She went from like nothing to 500,000 subscribers in about 6 months. But you know, she's doing what she does, and I can understand why. You've got another one down here who's done sort of 500,000-600,000 subscribers, but it's all like young ladies bending over tables and massages, isn't it? So I understand that, but I'm very, very proud that I'm coming up to 60,000. I mean, I'm just an old guy who sits in front of the camera. I tell stories, and I've been doing it for almost 5 years, so it's been a long haul. When I started, there wasn't that many YouTubers here. There's hundreds now, literally hundreds. But yeah, it's a milestone. Each time you get to that 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, I don't know if I'll ever get to 100,000. I don't know if I'm going to live that long, but it would be a great achievement to get to 100,000. Vega Scott, sorry, just trying to plan. Appreciate your input. Wow, that's the weight you lost. Do you know what? I've said this loads of times. When I did, do you remember that video I made? I planned to lose 25 kilos and I got down 23 kilos. Then I came out here just after COVID and I put it all back on again. Blimey. Let me turn the camera on. I won't say much. I'll just let everything come into shot. Only in Pattaya, right, guys? Don't know if you managed to catch that. Right. Train of thought totally gone now. LA to Hawaii. Wife and I are coming next month. She needs surgery. Much cheaper there. No insurance in the USA. It is. It's cheaper here. The dentist work. I've just had some veneers done. They're going to cost me all together. I haven't had them all done yet. I've had 3 in the front, bottom there, and I've had 2. Is it this side or this side? This one. I've had them 2 done, and the bottom ones. And I'm going to do these 2 here because they don't look great. The whole lot has cost me 91,000 baht, which is about £2,000. It's expensive, but I went for the porcelain ones, which is what the Hollywood A-listers have when they have them done. You can have ceramic veneers done here. They're about 7,000 baht a tooth, but they don't look as good. These are porcelain. They were 13,000 baht per tooth, so expensive. But the reason I got them, I was talking to a guy who had them done 25 years ago, because people tell me, oh, they fall out. And he said, I've had these 25 years, never had an issue. And if you're on camera, you want to have nice teeth, don't you? Okay, D, I find it interesting that you can get an ST with a Thai girl in Sydney or Auckland, New Zealand for half the price of a Pattaya lady. Now, well, I feel bad for the UK. We feel bad for the UK. Herbert, Peter's awesome stream. Time to crash. Thanks, Herbert, and thanks for the super chat again. I appreciate that. I really do. Where are we? Who are we on? We're on Christian. I know enough of Thailand to realise I know very little. You only need to come out here half a dozen times and you'll know a lot already. SI President, well done. The turkey went his neck back. I get it. Skid mark. Craig, why throw away more money? Well, slow growth over time is better than quick growth. You're doing great, nearly 60K. Thank you, Skid mark. Okay. Guys, I think I'm going to knock it on the head now. I've got company here who's been very, very patient for an hour and a half. It was just one of those streams, you know, an off the cuff one as they were. Do you know, I can't even see how to turn the stream off now. There we are. Let me just reduce it. Guys, look, thank you very much for joining me today. As I've said many times, I'm just so happy that I was able to do one in Pattaya. It's been a long time coming. The last time I did a stream in Pattaya was from Jumtian Beach. It's got to be 2 years ago. And now I know I can do it, and I found a place I can do the streams from. I'll probably do one every time I come down here because I do enjoy the live streams, especially in this environment. And the good thing about it is you can see plenty of things going on in the background. If that car wasn't there, you would have seen a lot more, right? But guys, look, thanks. I'm going to knock it on the head now. It's been an hour and a half. We had 200 in. Thanks for joining me today. The next stream is, what day are we today? Monday, Tuesday. Monday today. The next stream is this coming Sunday, 8 p.m. Thai time. I hope to see you in that stream. Thanks for joining me today, and we'll catch up soon. Okay, thanks, guys.